Everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you guys all my everyday makeup tutorial, and what that's going to include is just my everyday makeup look. It's really simple, it's really basic, and it's really easy for me because I work so much during the week. I only allow a certain amount of time to put on my makeup. So now let's get started with my everyday makeup look. So to begin with, I am going to take my MAC concealer in Studio Finish Concealer SPF 35 NC20, which looks like this. And I'm going to apply it with my Studio Basics brush. It's just a basic concealer brush and it looks like this. Now with this, I'm only going to take a little bit of it and I'm just going to start to put it along my eyes like this. Kind of making sure that it evens out. I like to get it all put under the eye just because that's where I feel I need it the most, but everybody's different. And I'm going to continue to put it on this eye as well. I just do really a little bit because you don't need a lot of this to get the look that you're going for. And it blends really nicely. So pretty much I put it all over my under eye and then on my nose. And occasionally I'll do a little bit of the T-zone as well. Again, I wanted to mention to you guys, I do not wear a lot of makeup on my everyday look. It's really simple, so I hope that you guys like it. For me personally, I, growing up, had, bad acne. And so it's taken a lot for me to get my skin to the look that it is now. And so for me, I don't like to put on a lot of makeup. Okay. So now that I have the concealer in the places that I want them to, which is basically again under the eye, along the nose, and slightly into the T-zone, I am then going to move on to just a basic powder. It's really simple. I don't put on liquid foundation or any matte foundations throughout the day. It's just powder. And what I'm going to be doing is L'Oreal Paris' True Match Super Blendable Powder in Neutral, which looks like this. And I'm going to be applying it with my cheek brush, which is from the Kirkland Signature brand, which is basically a Costco brand, for those of you who are familiar with them. So I'm basically going to just apply it in a circular motion, tap it a couple of times, start kind of blending it in. And again, some more. Just getting it all over even tone. A little bit into the hairline to make sure it got good coverage. And slightly down onto the chin area as well. Okay. For me, that's about enough. That's about as much as I'll put on of the powder. And then next, I kind of do this in a weird way, but then I'm going to go onto my eyebrows and I'm going to do the Kirkland Signature brush, and I'm going to do a liner brush, which looks like this. It's just got that flat end right here, and I'll show you guys. And then I'm going to take some of my Maybelline New York dark brown eyeshadow, which looks like this, but it's called Ultra Brow Shadow, excuse me, in dark brown. I'm just going to take it lightly here and put it onto the brow, like so. Kind of staying within the lines as best as possible. Then next I'm going to apply my blush. But first I'm going to do a bronzer, and now the brush that I'm going to be using is my Kirkland Signature powder brush. I actually like to change them around. I use the cheek for the powder, and then I use the powder brush for the blush, just because I like the way that the powder brush looks. I feel like I get more of an effect with the blush. So first I'm going to dip it into my NARS Laguna bronzer. This is what the front looks like. And this is the bronzer here. And then this is the blush I'll be using, which is Orgasm. So again, tapping it into the bronzer like so, knocking off excess. Moving to the other side. Okay, so now with that being said, I'm going to tap into the Orgasm Blush, knocking off any excess. Okay, and as mentioned, for those of you who don't know, I am obsessed with blush, so I do put on a pretty generous amount compared to the typical person. I really like it, and I like the look it gives me, so for me, it fits me better to apply a little bit more. So now with that being done, I'm now going to put on my light eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using my Naked palette from Urban Decay, and the color I'm going to be using is Sen, and I basically will use Sen kind of lightly all over my lid, including the upper brow. Okay, now that I've got the desired look for my eyeshadow that I want, I'm going to take my CoverGirl's Perfect eyeliner in black, which looks like this for those of you who want to see. And on the other end, it does have a smudging brush, but I don't really use that often for work. I use that more for going out when I apply a little bit more than usual. So I'm going to go along the waterline just like this and put it on. Okay. So now that I've applied the eyeliner to the waterline on both eyes, I typically don't, in addition to not using the smudge tool very often, I also, for work-related purposes, I don't put any eyeliner on the top of my lid just because I don't find it necessary for myself personally. I work in a very professional atmosphere where they won't let me even wear certain colors of nail polish. So with that being said, I've kind of veered away from wanting to put on too much of anything specific when it comes to makeup. But now that we have our eyeshadow and our eyeliner, I'm going to apply my CoverGirl Lash Blast Luxe mascara, which looks like this in this pink tube. And all I'm going to do is I usually dip it in twice. I don't know why, it's like this weird pet peeve I have, and then I'm going to put it on the top and then work my way down to the bottom. Okay guys, so now that I've finished my completed look, this is basically my everyday makeup look. I do normally put on a little bit of lipstick or lip gloss, but unfortunately I don't have any of that around me at the moment. But this is pretty much it. This is a Monday through Friday basic work look, excluding weekends of course when I go out. But it's really simple, it's easy, it provides the coverage that I need, and it also, you know, looks professional. It looks like I took my time with it, but it's also really quick and easy, and doesn't take a lot of effort. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you have any other questions or, you know, want to know about the specific products or the brushes that I used, go ahead and post that down in the questions box, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.